Hey everyone, I'm Lauren Bohlander.
And I'm Danica Patrick.
And this is Up to Speed. Danica, in your 5th season with IndyCar already, did you ever imagine 5 years ago that this is where your career would be at this point?
I guess 5 years ago it had already started to go on an upswing, so yeah, I always knew that if I was given a good car, good team, opportunity would present itself to do well, and I could make the most of it. So I always dreamt about this, yes. So I'm not shocked, but I am excited and respectful for all of the good things that have come my way.
Well, definitely when you're in the race car, it's fun for not just your younger fans, but all of us women that watch you to kind of see you be, guy, girl, whatever. I'm a race car driver, and when I get in the car, I'll kick your ass. But on the flip side of that is definitely something to acknowledge that you're doing this job, you're so successful at it, and you're a woman, which is really cool for all of us as well. Where do you like to strike the balance kind of between those two ideas?
I think that there is no balance doing either of them doing them themselves. I think that in the car there's no Danica with, makeup and mascara and lipstick and, hair pampered and, being all sweet and lovely. And then when I do the fun stuff outside the car, I'm not a, hard ass that's trying to make it difficult on people and never have any fun. So they're independent of themselves, but having both of them is the balance.
It's definitely fun to see both sides of you, I guess. Do you have fun with that, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I do. For me, I am very girly, and I like to do all the stuff outside the car that I get to do. Nothing brings me joy like the racing does, but as a result of doing well out there, I get to do other things that I like to do too, so I can show other sides of my personality and have fun with it. So I do. I love photo shoots and getting all pampered and have my hair done and my makeup and everything, and that's a fun side for me.
What's the biggest perk to being Danica Patrick, if you can name one?
Probably I don't worry too much about making reservations at restaurants, really. That's kind of like a change your life day-to-day perk that, if the other night I might have walked into a restaurant and they were like, oh, it'll be about an hour. I'm like, can I talk to the manager real quick? I'm like, hi, I'm Danica. Oh, you need a table? Just give me a minute.
Come right in.
Yeah, okay, we're ready. So that's really nice, there's lots of perks, but that's probably the most basic day-to-day that I really like.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Not waiting an hour for dinner probably it's not too bad every now and again.
No, you get to go to the restaurants you want to.
Maybe what's the biggest downside, if you had to name one, to being Danica?
Yeah, the downside's really, there's a few of those too, but I think the one that's probably the biggest is the safety and security stuff. My husband and I go to, pretty far extents to be very private and keep all of our, everything that we do, keep our names off everything. And I mean, the security stuff is probably the biggest bummer.
Right. Well, that's definitely the give and take for you and your whole family. Your whole family, meaning not just your husband, Paul, but your parents and your sister as well are at the track a lot. Do your family members have actual roles within kind of the whole business side of your race weekend, or are they just awesome moral support?
My mom and dad do, but my sister doesn't. No, she's like always the eternal optimist and always very positive. But mom and dad, mom helps with my schedule and everything, and dad drives the bus and takes care of my helmets and suits and make sure all that's in order. And they do a lot of other little stuff too, but I want them to be able to have fun.
Well, speaking of family, do you hope to have one of your own someday? There's working moms of all kinds nowadays, but your job would definitely be particular.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw a driver take a year off to do something like that?
Not often.
And that doesn't happen. So as long as I'm a race car driver, that stuff does not even come into play. And I don't even know, we don't even think about it really, don't talk about it, because it's so far, the only time it happened would be after racing, and I'd hope to God that I'm going to last another few more years at least, so we don't even think about it.